Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Behind the Pine podcast. We're at Murphy's Law Irish Pub in Rochester, New York, here in the East and Alex Entertainment District. I have Hayley and Tarah with us tonight. Just want to say hi to the people, the few that have actually listened so far. We have a fun, interesting show today. Tarah and I had just met tonight, and this is the first episode, actually the second episode, where it's not people I directly work with. So it should be fun. Interesting to hear some stories from some different places, different atmospheres, and get going on that. Before we get going, I do want to mention that we're kind of starting a new initiative here, and we're really trying to build some local culture and community. So if you or anyone you know owns a small business, whether it be bar, restaurant, construction, anything, you please let us know. I'd love to, give you a shout out on the show. Maybe wear some merch. And also, maybe if you are in the bar restaurant industry, have you on the show, promote yourselves as well. All right. So let's get going. Who do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are, where you work, how long you've been in the industry.
I'm Hayley. I have been bartending for about 9 years now, and I work at B-Side and Fairport and Hooligans in Greece.
And I am Tarah. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, and I'm at B-Side and Fairport, and I'm at Hooligans in Greece.
Wow. So we got to have a lot of similarities here on both sides.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
And it's crazy for me to hear that Hayley has been bartending for 9 years because we used to work together.
Yes.
And I feel like she was still kind of green when she
Yeah,
first started
for
working.
sure.
And that just definitely made me feel that, holy shit, a lot of time has gone by.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happens in life. You started working here at Murphy's a while back. And now everything's full circle here. And now we've made it all the way to the upstairs bar. I guess we'll start with Hayley. So what do you think? I know you used to work out here for us. We used to work a couple shifts together. We used to work at Magpie on Wednesdays. And now what's kind of like the transition been like to more of a different market? You're not only like the city center in Rochester, so you're east with Fairport and west with Greece.
Yeah.
So what's that like?
I mean, it's definitely different. There's definitely different clientele for sure. Fairport, I really like Fairport. I don't know. I feel like that's the new downtown now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've had a lot of people like migrate from the city that, they always come back to like Park Ave, but a lot of people that I'm like, man, I usually see that person, this many, because I fucking live at Magpie, but I usually see this person all the time. Like, yeah, we just came from, Tin Cup or B-Side.
Yeah.
And, we're close with all those guys. But I know in Hooligans is a whole different vibe. It's a big spot.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
It's like I work at two complete opposite places because Hooligans is just super busy, like you're nonstop working, server tickets, it's insane. And then Fairport is more like chill, relax. You can talk to people more and just kind of hang out. They're more chill over there. Yeah.
So Tarah, 15 years. So do you have any preference between, is it like, we've talked about this before, is like they work at multiple places. It's like, sometimes it's nice just to have a change of scenery so it doesn't feel so redundant. Do you have like a preference, or do you like the different shades of, what the places are?
I definitely don't have I don't have a preference. I do not prefer one over the other. I love that I'm still like, I love that I'm in Fairport because it is like the new downtown, like Hayley said. It is where we get busy, we get slammed. It's just nonstop. Like, I mean, we're making drinks, back to back to back. And it's a younger clientele for sure, unless we have a band on, because our band nights are an older clientele. They're a clientele that's been coming out to Fairport for years. But being in Hooligans in Greece, these are regulars. These are people I see every single day.
Yeah.
And so when I walk into my shift, I know who I'm going to see.
Right.
And I'll, the regulars become friends.
Right.
These are no longer just like a bar customer. These are people I see on a regular basis. I'm going to ask them questions about, like recently I'm looking for a new car. So I'm asking them like, hey, who should I buy a new car from? Or what are the standards I should be looking at in vehicles? And so it's just like, it's something that I can discuss with them. So both places. And again, like Hayley said, like we're slammed at Hooligans. We walk in and it's going to be nonstop. It's a little bit more chill at B-Side, but as soon as either the band ends or the DJ comes on, we have a little bit of a break, but then we're busy again.
All right. You kind of get like the two different,
we get two different clientele.
Yes.
And it's awesome.
And it's nice to have that breather.
Yes.
I always tell people it's tough to like upshift and downshift when because Magpie can turn on a dime. It could empty out or it could fill up really quickly. And it's like you gotta get used to like the trends of the night. Like, oh, I know on this night, if I'm going to have a lull here, it's going to get busy later. Or if I'm busy early, it might not be busy late. And that's kind of how it is with us. So I always dread the nights where it's slower early because I'm not
Yeah,
ready
because
for
I feel like that used to happen with us. Like we
Yeah.
would be slow until like 11. I'd be like, oh, like what's going on? And then it would just hit us.
And like, you're like, all right, well, I guess we'll call this night a loss. And then you're
Yeah.
like, I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to be home. And then you just get absolutely fucking crushed by a bunch of drunk people at
Absolutely.
11, 12 o'clock.
And then the time flies by. You're
Yeah,
like, all of
the
a sudden, all right, it's 2 o'clock. All right, boom, we did last call. We're getting out of here. Let out the money and we're going home.
Yeah. No, it's and I'm sure you guys probably don't get any crossover of clientele, obviously, because they're so fucking far away from each other.
Yeah, we really don't. I mean, sometimes we'll have like people that will come out and see us,
Yeah.
but it's not
It's our
like we have our own clientele like at each
Yeah.
place. Like
Yeah.
we'll have our regulars at each place
Mhm.
that will come see us.
Yeah.
No, that's always good. I still have some regulars, but I think I'm just kind of aging out of the city life out here.
Yeah.
It's cool though, because there are still some like people even that are younger. And I talked about this before is you kind of like, you get a lot of kids that live out here for college for 4 years. And I literally watch them like grow up. And there's people that ask me about my kids and I can't believe how big he's getting since, you first had him and all those things. So you do get those, but for out the city, it turns over. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, fresh slate for the next group of people that are going to live out here for 4, 5, 6 years and then get careers and buy houses and do all those things and then move out of the city. But the regulars and like you said, you get to know people. You
Yeah.
really do. I tell people all the time. I mean, people meet their best friends, their wives, their husbands.
Yeah, I've met so many people bartending. I've met my like really good friends,
Yeah.
just anyone. Like if I need some like work done on my house, I know
Right. Oh,
someone,
yeah.
you know?
I was just saying
Yeah.
because, Tommy that owns B-Side, he
Mhm.
does a lot of our work for us at the bars and investment properties that we have. And it's just, you just develop a huge network and everything's a call or a text or a
Right.
shot away from getting it done.
Yep.
Actually, I was thinking about this on the way here because it always stuck in my head. It was kind of towards the end of when you were working for us.
Mhm.
We had that one Wednesday that was insane and we had no bar back. Hayley was grabbing ice and we were taking turns stocking and everything. And it went smooth, which is crazy that we had a night like that and it went smooth. And then afterwards, I'm counting the tips. And at the end of it, I said like 20 something. She goes, all right, so I get half. I'm like, no, that was each. And Hayley was like, her eyes lit up. I'm like, yeah. I think you were like, oh my God.
I actually, now that you say that, I kind of do remember that.
And we got out of there at a decent time. It was one of those like unicorn nights that we got slammed. It was her and I, no bar back. We stocked everything. Ice was good. We made a ton of money. The bar made a ton of money. And we were like out of there by 2:20.
Oh, best night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then I think Hayley was like, that's a lot of money. I'm retiring. And then,
No, you just got sucked back in. You got sucked back in.
Oh, you always get
We can
sucked
do this
back in.
again. I retired 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm still doing it. There's no way.
We've had people that have been fired that eventually worked their way back in. We've had people that, retire or do go with more of a traditional career route, come back in. And you could always keep it as either like a side thing or you could make it a full-time thing. But it's always a good skill to have. It's always fun. And if you're like, I don't go out and drink as much anymore, but like you were saying before the show, it could be your social time while you're making money and hanging out with people.
Yes, it is my social time. Like bartending for me is me being social. Like I would never go out on my days off, really. Like it's just bartending for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be behind the bar making money and like hanging out with everyone that's coming in and paying me.
Yeah.
And then being out and about. And also when you're so used to being behind the pine in the sense that when you're out in the crowds, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'm uncomfortable.
Not quite sure what to do with my hands. I don't know.
Yeah. Or if like I could go out to the bar and you're like, oh, do they need help? Like I feel like I should help them.
That's how I feel every time. Like if I just go to the bar that I work at, I'm like, oh, I think they need help. I can't just sit here.
It's like Superman. You go into like the telephone booth and come out with your apparel on for work, and you're just like, all right.
I'm like, I'm ready.
I do that even when I go out of town. Like I'll clear glasses off of tables, which is, and it's like if they're being lazy, I'll still do it. But it's like if people are like, all right, they're struggling.
Oh yeah, every time.
But everyone, like I've had people ask me like, are you doing this because you want a free drink? I'm like, no, it just bothers me, and I'm trying to help you out. But and I can tell when people, like actually, I was telling like Tara how I play the podcast on the TVs when I'm working, and I can tell when someone is in the service industry. Like they don't say it, right? Some people say it and it's kind of douchey.
Right. It is douchey to say it.
I
You're not
also
supposed
know.
to say it.
It's like,
You're
well,
not
you don't
supposed
tip.
to say that.
If
But
people,
then you
the
tip
people
$2
that, the
and like
people
a
that say
$30
that, the people that say that are the ones that are also, if they are in the service industry, they don't tip well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like you get like that unspoken nod with people sometimes. Like, and I told this girl, I was like, she tipped really well. She was really cordial. I'm like, yeah, like you in the service industry? And then we started talking about the podcast and stuff. And it's you kind of get that sense out of people.
Yeah.
So you guys work days, nights, a little bit of both?
I always work nights.
Always work nights?
I don't work days.
Yeah. I get my days I used to do some opening shifts, but sometimes they are brutal, and I just, daytime between the day job and the kids, I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't do day shifts anymore. But the good thing about everyone, in a rare instance, if like we get strapped and I have the time to do it, like I'll do it. It's just like, it's a whole different world.
It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different clientele, and you're not used to it. I mean, I'll work a double all day. I'll do a close open all day. A little clopin, no problem. But these are not my regulars walking in at 10 a.m. As soon as we open the doors, I'm like, who are you? And they're like, who are you? And I was like, listen, I've been here for like 4 years. What do you mean, who are you? Like now we're confused because you've never seen me. But
and even though you can end up winning those customers over, they walk in, they're like, where's so-and-so?
Yeah. Every time it's like I feel defeated by them because
I'm like, I don't know. Fucking told me he didn't like the customers anymore, so he left.
They're like, oh, well, they know my drink and they know how to make it. I'm like, well, tell me, I'm here for you.
They know how to
work this out, and I'm gonna try to do the best I can.
They know how to make my vodka soda.
Yeah, exactly. They know exactly what to do. They know I want a lemon and not a lime.
Standard procedure. But the one good thing about a day shift, like if the rare occasions I'll ever pick them up, is that it's so, like, I don't mind getting there and setting up and doing all that stuff. It's crazy to me sometimes how fast I can just close and walk out the door.
Right.
As opposed to, and just be like, hey, your fucking problem now.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I did the open, so you're in charge of the rest of the shit. So, and it's also weird walking out, like, and it's like bright out.
Oh, yes.
And you're like, oh, I feel like a vampire. Like, what the fuck? I don't think I should be out in the sun right now.
I'm going to start melting.
Yeah, I know.
I just did my first open at Hooligans. I'm always night shifts at Hooligans. I just my first one on Saturday. And again, I was opening everything and I'm like, am I open? Am I doing everything correct?
Right.
Like, I know I am, but I'm like, am I missing something?
You get the process in your head for how you do things. It's almost inverted for an open.
Yes.
So it's like trying to read a word backwards. Like, I know all the letters, and I know it's right, but it is definitely different. And then also, like, when you open, when you're used to closing, you're like, I better do everything right because I give the opener shit all the time.
Yes. I felt very compelled to make sure everything was good. Even before I left, I was like, does everything look okay?
Yeah.
Is everything set up the way you want it? And they're like, yeah, everything's fine. And I'm like, but mentally, I'm like bugging out. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it? Because I would come in my shift to be like, I don't think that should be there. Like, I think it should be over on this side, And I was like, and then, like you said, like walking out, like I clocked down. I was like, okay, is there anything I need to do? Like, is there anything I need to do?
That was it.
I had 2 other bartenders there and they're ready to take it. They're like, you're good. And I'm like, is everyone sure? Are we okay?
You feel weird, like you're missing a piece.
Very
of
odd, yeah.
Then you went home and texted the group like, open sucked. Because we do get that drama sometimes. You guys have a lot of drama at the places you work at. You don't gotta get into it, but
honestly, no. Like B-side, we have probably there's like 4 or 5 bartenders that work there.
There's really there's not a lot of us, and like we're all so close, and like there really isn't any. There's no issues.
That's good.
And then we could just talk shit to each other because I don't care. There's only 4 people that work there, so I'm like, who opened, who closed, like yeah.
No, we talk a lot of shit in our group chat still. The
group chat and the Murphys. So you guys still have like the whole like each bar.
The WhatsApp chats?
Yeah.
And it's funny because you could tell when it's getting hot, and I could just feel every one of the staff members like, ooh, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, that was a little borderline, like, fighting words. And then we're joking again about it in a minute because it's just all one big circle between all these places.
Yeah.
But like, we talk about the social aspect of like, you got to go support other bartenders. And that's the toughest part I don't do anymore.
Yeah.
So it's tough to get people to come into my shifts when I don't go anywhere for theirs. And also talk about my kids. Like, hey, like, oh, I'm so blacked out last night. I'm like, yeah, I was in bed at 9:30, which is it's a whole. I'm now getting up when I used to get home. and that is very quickly.
Wow.
But there's, I don't know, it's still a big part of me. I grew up in it, and it never really leaves you.
No, it doesn't leave you. Like I said, I was telling you earlier that I retired like multiple times from it. I try to be out of it. I was working in South Florida and I was working till 5, 6 a.m. It is what it is. That's the time the clubs close. And then I
Right.
don't get home till 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. And I went to the 9 to 5 in a sense. I went to the job that was supposed to be my career and like what I went to school for. And I loved every single day of it. But at the end of the day, I was making more money bartending. And then I got an in at a bar and they're like, and I was like, you know what, maybe just one night. I'll do
Right.
one night.
Yeah.
I'll do one night and I'll do one Saturday night. That's fine. I don't have to be at my 9 to 5 on Sunday. All good. And I was making in one night what I was making in a week. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah. They wrote this when you
Sucked
thought you
right
were
back
out. Right
in. I
back
was
into it.
out and then I came right back in. And it's just, it's always like, again, it's always going to be a part of me.
Yeah.
And I tried to do like where I was just, day shifts. Okay, day shifts only, that's good. But then I went on a day shift. I'm like, you know what? I'll pick up a shift. Do you need me to?
You
I'll
get
work a
it-
double. I'll do
The money is so
whatever you want.
addicting. It's so
addictive.
addicting.
It's cash in hand. It's right
and
there.
it's right in your hand.
Mhm.
So what about how was Florida? Talk about that. South Florida. Yeah, I know you mentioned you worked some spring breaks down there.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Did you, were you originally from here and then went down there for a while?
Yep. So I'm originally from Rochester, New York. Grew up here. I worked at East and Alexander for years. I did Heat nightclub. I did
Throwbacks.
Whiskey River. I mean, Pig, Old Lounge, all that. And then Grotto at one point. And then when I moved down to South Florida, I was at a club called Off the Hookah. And they were the first bar where I was open until 4 a.m. So I was entering that. No longer we're going till 4 a.m. now. And the first time I actually worked at a sports bar down there, the first time I ever made a martini. Okay. So
At a sports bar too.
I
no
was
less.
so, I was used to the, East and Alexander, tobacco cranberry. It's a college-y lifestyle down here, especially at those clubs.
When you're
back in
drink
the
slinging
day.
more than anything. It's like, here.
Yeah, that's
here.
it. I'm banging out drinks. That's it. And then all of a sudden, I have to make a Bloody Mary. I have to make a martini. I have to do a margarita. I'm like, I thought I had bartending experience.
Yeah.
I didn't have any experience. I was like, I'm not doing that. I used to, it was my roommate at the time, and we had both bartended up here as well, and then moved down there together. And I'm like, I don't know how to make martinis. She goes, I'll make it for you, but you have to make the next one. I go,
No.
I'm not doing it. I don't know. I don't know
Stage
what I'm doing.
fright. It's a real thing when you're bartending. If you get hit with something you're not ready for.
This guy handed me a card. Have you ever heard about those people that hand you cards and it's like it tells them exactly how to make your drink? I was
No.
handed that. Okay.
No way.
He hands me a business card. It's made out with this martini name, which is probably his real name. It was like, I don't even know. I killed the Ralphie or something, right? And it was exactly how he wanted it made. It was 2 counts of this, 3 counts of that, a stir, not shaken, add an olive, but then take it out after. It was banana.
Is that like a normal thing in Florida?
No.
This guy was just fucking neat.
But
Was it
he
worth?
tipped so well.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it was
okay.
totally-
All right. I was forgiven,
Oh,
Ralphie.
that's all
You're
that
all good,
matters.
man. You're
all
good by
good,
us.
all good. But I had to make 2 of them because it was buy one get one free. Okay?
Oh.
Happy hour, buy one get one. All right, so I was like,
The guy is saving so much money on his martinis. He made fucking business cards about them.
literally.
No, that's crazy though. And then you had the spring break component down there you were talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's out of control. It's almost the 3rd or last week of February, straight through the 2nd or 3rd week of April.
It's like
it's
hell week for Marines, for
nonstop.
bartender.
Again, money can't
Yeah,
deny it, you know, we all like in Florida, like especially in like the Fort Lauderdale or in the spring break areas, because I know the other side over on the West Coast, it's crazy as well. You wait all year long for this
Right.
time.
The owners and the bartenders and everything. It's like,
Absolutely.
this is where we, you get all the fat on the steak and this,
Yes.
you got to grind it out, put your
Yep.
head down and get through
Yep.
it.
I've worked 80, 90, 100-hour weeks. Just it's
Ugh.
an open to close. It's nonstop. You're going. But you know what? Like you don't care because the money's coming in.
Yeah, that's
You just have to hope out you're not one of the ones that gets sick and like dips out early, because the amount of people that you are from all over the country, all over the world, even we get people from obviously like Europe and stuff that come in, and it's like, okay, so you're working so close with all these people that there's some bartenders that obviously they haven't built their immune system up to it. I want to say like crash out. Either they're drinking too much, or they're not sleeping enough, or you're not taking your ginger shots, or you're just not hydrating enough because you're just in it. Like you're gonna crash out and you're not gonna make it.
You gotta have some
stamina. We need something here because it is a lot. But I'll say it forever. It's worth it. 100% worth it.
That's the thing, whether it's a long week or a long night, then you're like, and the whole time you're like, this is fucking bullshit. I can't stand this.
I'm never doing this.
Then you count your money. It's like, not bad. I'll come back tomorrow.
yeah.
No, I can do that.
No, every year is my last year. It's my last year. I'm never doing this again.
I'm trying to make a nice, graceful exit, but I feel like I can't because even like, for instance, like, if the day job's going well, whatever's going well, and it's still like, I still feel like if I don't work a night, I know what I missed, like financially. And then I feel like if I don't work my shift and I come back, I'm like, does anyone remember me? I'm like, yeah, Chris, you've been here since 2008. No one fucking forgot. It's like, is everything all different in the bar that's been the same for 20 years? And you get into a routine of that, like the same people, the same nights, and then the same money. And it's nice not to, have to run up your card everywhere and then check your balances and make sure, man, how much money did I spend this week? You can just be like, hey, I made X amount bartending. And I have this much left. So that's much I spent on. That's why I hope all these places stop going to self checkout. Cause then I get impatient and I'm like, I'm using my card all the time. Like, I just want to use my cash. Please.
Yes. I have cash. And then they're like, you walk up to one of the screens and it's like card only. And I'm like, I have to go. I don't like going to the bank. Okay. I hate it.
Card only. And then you hand it your card. You're like, can I close it out, please?
Yeah, literally. Just swipe it. At this point, just, that's it. I'm done.
No, it's cash is a dying thing. And that sucks. I mean, I brought this up before. We've talked about having tips having to maybe go into our paychecks eventually.
I hate that.
Which sucks. And, it's just because we don't bring in the amount of, it used to be, I was just talking to my dad about this the other day. It used to be like 80-20 cash to card. And now it's completely inverted.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And, especially the younger crowd, they close out every 10 seconds.
Yes.
Oh, every time. It's like, oh, do you want to close out? And then they're like, no. And then I want to come back again 20 times and get another drink and close out.
Another drink, close out. Another drink, close out. And I know they don't want to forget their cards. But I've had these kids forget to order drinks. And one kid not too long ago actually closed out 3 times with throwing one order. Oh, I need another one of those. I'm like, oh, man. It's 4 drinks, dude. Not that hard. You're the same guy yelling at me when I got 15 drinks in my head.
Exactly.
Everyone got their drinks the right amount of time. Fairport, and what Fairport also has now that we don't really have much in the city anymore is like the festivals and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
You guys have like Canal Days and like the concerts out there and stuff, and the bands.
The
it's
music
like
week.
We don't really have much of that out in the city anymore. It's kind of a little bit more localized. But, we're trying to make a push for that because those are cool little boost nights and they're fun to work.
Yeah, it is.
And it's when everyone's coming out kind of for like a common thing and people are out in the streets more instead of just tucked in the bars.
Yeah, I feel like they don't really have anything anymore, right?
No, we started doing that outdoor bills thing out here, which has been
yes,
crazy
I
success.
saw like someone's Snapchat of that and it turned out amazing.
Yeah. Crazy story because actually I'm going to tell it because it is my daughter's birthday. That was kind of my idea. And we worked with the city on it. It took us about a year to plan. It was a lot of work. And then I couldn't go to the first one because that was the day my daughter was born.
No way.
I set this all up. My daughter decided to be born today.
My wife's like, hey, do you want to like go check it out for a little bit? I'm like, no. First of all, that's a trap. And second of all, absolutely not. Like, I want, the one time in the hospital with just us for a day is before our families start swarming the baby.
Right.
But they've been good. But we've been talking about, we used to have the East End Fest. We used to have Park Ave Fest. And I like to see some of those things come back.
Park Ave Fest was great.
I'm still sad about the Park Ave Fest.
Yeah, well, the guy that ran it didn't want to do it anymore. And he would start planning the day after, and it was a big investment. Sometimes he made money, sometimes he didn't. And that's a big undertaking for someone to pick up as a hobby.
Yeah.
I feel like the past couple of years, though, they've been like doing their own thing. I feel like people that live around there, they like have parties or house parties or whatever.
Yeah, we do like a small version of it. Then we do the Bills thing, like even Studio Lounge did their own thing on Lawrence Street where they shut down the street for a night. That went well. So it's kind of pushed more to like independent people doing their own thing. But especially in Rochester where we got 4 months out of the year where you can really do that shit.
Yeah.
It's just it's cool to have it before everyone hibernates for the winter. Unless we get snowstorms, then the bars go crazy because People are like, fuck this. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
we're
it.
going to the bar.
Yeah.
We're going to drink.
My dad used to call me like when it would snow like 2-3 feet. He goes, and I was already ready. I'm like, just come get me.
Yep.
And then everyone shows up at the bar at 10 a.m. because it's a snow day for adults. But you guys, like, with the extra server tickets and, you know, having more food involved at Hooligans as opposed to B-side. I know you guys do food at B-side, but is it more money with the bigger tickets, or do you kind of prefer like a B-side or like a Magpie style where it's just throwing more drinks and hanging out, but you still get good tippers? Is it really kind of, does it matter, or?
I mean, especially coming from like a club industry for me, I prefer dealing with just drinks.
Yeah.
I prefer drinks.
A drink person
And
too.
yeah, I'm a drink person. And you're gonna start ordering food with me and like going over the menu, asking me what I like, and I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna break it down, and I will. Yeah, I like tequila. How many do you want?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Your friends need one. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna upcharge this all the way up. But with food, definitely. I mean, I'll tell you my favorite item on the list, or on the menu. I'll tell you exactly what I like, but I prefer just banging out drinks all day.
Yeah.
And at Hooligans, definitely there's some customers that just come to the bar and they're like, oh, I'll have an iced tea, and then let me get a menu. Okay, great. And I don't mind. I love my customers. I'm just kind of like,
It's not what I'm here for, but it's exactly what I'm here for at the same time. I guess.
I got you. Like, no problem. Like, you want a tea? That's cool. We're sobering. I love it. That's sober bender all day. I got you. But yeah.
But still tip on the food receipt.
100%. And
because I have to imagine that it's a much bigger gut shot to not get tipped on when you're more of a server and a bartender. Like, okay, I know, because I think there's sometimes people try to pull the shit where it's like, well, I'm only tipping you on the drinks I ordered. Like, I still took your order for the food, and now your ticket's $80. Don't tip me like it's $20 because I didn't prepare the food.
Yeah.
I still took your order. I still brought you the food. I still checked in on you. Do all those things. Had to refill your tea 100 times.
Yep.
You guys seem to have that issue when it's more food centric? Because
absolutely. It just happened recently.
For sure.
It was probably about a $50 order of food at one of my restaurants, and it was about $50 order of food. They wanted a Diet Coke and a regular Coke. Brought out to the table.
You're talking about.
Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. And it was a big 0 on the tip line. Big 0 on the tip line. Just the total amount on the other line. And I was like,
all right,
it's cool. I was like, maybe, it.
God, I had nothing else better to fucking do in that half an hour.
You know what? I'm. You know what? I live. This is what I live for, right?
Nothing like people
I just made $0. Right
nothing
now.
like people that make sure it's 0. It's like dash 0.00
sure.
dash, and then they circle the total, and then they take the receipt home with them filled out. It's like arguing in caps lock on the internet. That's fucking 0. Like, yeah, I know, I know. Yeah. It's. But I have to imagine that it's a little bit easier to swallow. Like if you got a younger crowd and you're getting a lot of, either change, like 50 cents left over from a cash, or like $1 or zeros, at least you got the turnover that eventually you can build it up. But I mean, tables and food take a lot of time and a lot of energy.
Definitely.
And that's something I'm glad that we don't do a whole lot of.
Yeah.
Which is great. But it's, the college kids, like, you get it. I know you don't have a lot of money. You don't have any money. I still watch you spend $60, so you at least have $65. I would imagine.
Right, and it's always just like one, which is fine, $1.
Yeah,
but it's on like
they're trying. You gotta
go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that there's not there out in Fairport. At least I feel like these kids, like, I don't know whether it's mom and dad's money. I don't know if it's your money. I don't care. It's gonna be my money next.
Right, yeah.
But they do tip fairly well.
Good.
Mind you, coming from spring break in Fort Lauderdale, I have people from all over the country that come in, and they'll just, again, big 0, or they want to leave $1 on like a 50. I just made you 17 green teas.
Your time is back there.
$1?
Yeah.
Like, I'm absolutely not. Thank God I have gratuity and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was another switch up, me coming from Fort Lauderdale and then coming back to Rochester is like, I was making it. I pour Cola all day, but I'm gonna make $2 off of it,
right,
in Fort Lauderdale versus coming up here, and I'm like,
you just gotta eat it. You gotta take it on the chin.
Like, this is a little bit different.
No, it is shitty. And then sometimes, I mean, as long as, like, I've had people write out lines like, sorry, broke college kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, I don't know what college you go to. You spelled sorry wrong. There's 2 R's. But, and I get it, but it's like you did spend a lot of, I've had, you spent enough money and you keep closing out your card. You spend another $6 on authorization
Yes.
charges that could have went to me if you just kept your goddamn card open.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we do have, it's like for us at Magpie, like we do have like the happy hour crowd, which is a little bit more mature and cultured.
Mhm.
And that's when you actually get to bartend, where you're talking to people, kind of working people, especially if people are out for dinner somewhere, they just pop into the closest bar. You get to hang out. And I have a positive story. I want to make a note to make sure I talked about this. So 2 Wednesdays ago, I think. Yeah, 2 Wednesdays ago. We had like this group of probably people in their 40s. You could tell, I think they were probably in town for something, never seen them. They were super nice. They were sitting at the front table at Magpie, which you know where it is,
Mhm.
and it wasn't busy. So I started them a tab without a card. And our policy is that if you start a tab without a card and they leave, unless it's a regular, I'll send them a picture. I'm like, next time you come in, this is where you start. These guys, I started them a tab, and they had a couple beers up front, a couple drinks up front. They were drinking like Johnny Black. They were drinking. They looked like the group that would just have a drink or two and leave. And that was kind of my sense, which I'm typically right. Then they moved to the back room, and I'm like, all right, it's not busy. Just keep it. And they kept coming up and ordering drinks. Like, I'm talking double Johnny Walkers, IPAs. I'm like, these people are getting fucking sloshed. I'm making sure that I'm keeping an eye on them, right? Make sure they don't leave. Their bill was like $200. And at Magpie, that's a pretty good bill. That's a high tab.
Yeah.
And then, like I told you, on drop of a dime, we got crushed. And I'm like, fuck. And then they ended up leaving.
They just walked
And
out.
I was like, oh my God, like a lot of the money I just made just went away. And I told Preston, I'm like, dude, that fucking sucks. The Q was there that works for us. He was like, dude, he was helping me out. He tipped me extra. I'm like, I felt so terrible. And then I got a text the next day that the opener, Nat, texted me, and she's like, did people walk out on a big tab last night? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, he came back to pay it.
Oh,
And
that's
he was
nice.
super apologetic because they got sloshed. I don't think they meant to.
Yeah.
And so he left cash and tipped us $130.
Mm.
Good.
So
Well,
it
that's
was like,
good. That's
I was like, I got to share that story next time we film,
Absolutely.
because we talk about those unicorn nights. That's a unicorn
Mhm.
situation.
Yep.
Those people could have jumped out of town or never came back ever again. I've been there since 2008. I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
And the fact that they came back right away, they all felt bad. They tipped well,
Mhm.
covered everything. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
'Cause, no, that's especially, there's nothing like working a night and like, I should have made
Oh,
this
yeah.
much money, but my dumb mistake, because it's not their fault. It is mine.
Right.
And they came back and corrected it. So if you ever come across this podcast, whoever you are, cheers to you. That was awesome.
Do you ever get the people that like get annoyed when you ask for a card?
Yeah, all the time.
It's like,
are
what,
you
you're
new?
coming to a bar. What do you
yeah.
expect?
Can I start? I'm going to start you a tab. You want to do cash? I'm going to start you a tab. You can start me a tab. All right.
And then they
hold on
don't
to a
give you
card.
anything. They'll just
Walk
sit
away.
there.
I'm
I'm
like,
like, okay, I need a card.
Yeah, okay, then give me your phone or your firstborn
Yeah.
child. Give me something. Give me that I can fucking, ransom you for when you. Because if you don't want to give me a card, you're planning on leaving anyway.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I tell people all the time, I go, and plus now it's not even just a principal thing. Like, we need the card to close down the tab.
Yes.
I can't just hit a button and charge 20% or do
Mhm.
anything because we charge 20%. Then I think that's probably why the college kids are terrified, because
Yeah.
like 20%, that's like 20% more than I usually do. But it's, yeah. And plus we're exchanging goods and services here. This is,
Exactly.
it's like, it's like going to Target and being like, $196. You need my card? Yeah. I mean, unless you got $196 cash on you. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But people do always think that they're special and like, start me don't I look
Yes.
trustworthy? No, you just don't want to give me your credit card. That's
No.
what you look like.
I don't know you.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Especially
You know
people
who I
that go
am.
there all the time. Like they might not be your regulars, but they're still people that like go all the time. Like, oh, you don't need my card. It's fine."
Yeah.
No, I do need your card because
The self-anointed regulars.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah. It just happened recently with Hayley when we were at Hooligans, and it was a night that we were working together, and she went out. She asked somebody for an ID, and they're like,
oh yes.
they're like, I don't need to show my ID. I'm here all the time. Everyone knows me.
No.
That's great, but
No.
like we have all these. We have new bartenders coming on. We have new regulars every week. People
Right.
claim they're regulars. You know what I mean? We have new people coming in all the time. No matter what, if you look under the age of 30, you're gonna get ID.
Right. You
Sorry,
could, they
not
do it at
sorry.
pastry store. They do it at.
Yeah, exactly. And, kind of like there was an issue, there was a hard time. And then, we called our manager over, and he was like, all right, yeah, I should have walked over at one point because I did know who they were after everything happened. And I was like, okay, I have ID'd them before. But at the same time, you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know who.
I'm not being insulting. I'm doing my job and protecting the business.
Yeah, people just think they're being insulted. I'm like, no, this is literally my job. Like, I will get a fine of $10,000 if I get caught.
This is my job. This is my livelihood. I'm not going to go to jail for you. Like, and that's the same thing. Like, even like what I said to you that night, I was like, okay, they look familiar. I know I've ID'd them before, but at the same time, who cares? I'm going to ID you every single time. It doesn't matter.
We talk about it all the time. It's like the main character syndrome. Like, everyone knows me. Like, listen, you maybe look familiar. I see thousands of you.
Exactly.
So many.
All the time.
There's
like,
one of us.
And if I don't know you, you need to fucking tip better if you're a regular. Because if I don't fucking know you, that's your fault.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, 100%.
I will make room in my memory bank for people that tip well.
Yeah.
But if you're forgettable, it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's I don't understand people's need to feel like a part of the bar when they're like, and if you are, just show your ID.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not a crazy
it's not that
thing.
hard.
It's not a hard ask what you have to do.
What are you guys drinking? Let me see your social security card and your bank account information. That'd be great.
Let me get the routing and checking. Thank you so much.
It's standard procedure, but everyone just thinks they're self-important. And, I've had people that are, people that name drop and they're assholes, or people that have problems over and over. Come on, you know me. I'm like, well, stop starting problems at my bar.
Exactly.
Like, there's a common denominator. It's you. And, it's the ID thing. And I also have people like we have a lot of college students, their parents are in town, or I don't know who they are. So you got people in their 50s and people in their 20s.
Mm.
And they're like, hey, can I see their ID? Like, you're not going to ask for my ID? I'm like, okay, Karen, it's not really that fucking funny.
All right.
Yeah. She's putting you in a home any day now. So I don't want to hear it. Don't make me,
But do you say no to them?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't need your ID.
Yeah, like I had someone, like, she was probably with her daughter or something. She's like, do you need mine? I'm like, no. And she like got offended. I'm like, I'm
so offended.
You look older than 21, so.
I was actually going to run your credit card through one of those old things like, cha-ching.
Sorry.
No, it's or people have a relationship with the bouncer, which, I know so-and-so at the door on Saturday. I'm like,
care.
All right, well, thankfully I wasn't there when you blew him to get in, so I don't really know what you're talking about. And also, I'm asking you, if I ask for your ID, show it to me.
Yeah.
If I ask you for a card, give it to me. It's not a stick up. I'm not trying to
like you're walking into a bar. This is what.
Yes, standard procedure.
What you're supposed to do.
It's like, people that get mad when they get shushed in the library when they're kids. You got to know where you're at. Be a little self-aware out there, people, because you're killing us. And like, it just takes the wind out of you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It's exhausting. My favorite is when they literally just turned 21.
Yeah.
They just turned 21. ID me. Yeah. And I go, you were just born. You're just born 3 months ago.
3 months ago. It's fucking crazy.
What?
And it's like,
no, not
getting ID'd is not just a fake ID thing. After 21, you have to show identification for things. It's a normal thing. Or people tell me, I'm a regular here. I'm like, you are 22. Even if you used to sneak in with a fake, you had a good fake ID that went through our scanners and everything. Even if that did happen, then I still want your ID.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, we've been so strict on it. My buddy stopped in the other night on Saturday, and he's in probably his 40s, and he got ID'd. I go, get that young man out of here. But he's in the service industry. He's older, but okay, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't have it on me. Okay.
Did you drive here? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So when you leave, I'm calling the police because you don't have a license on you, or you have 6 of them and none of them look like you.
Yeah, that's a problem. That happened in Florida. Some kid came in, fake ID, first one off the rip, fake. It's like, it's folding, it's crimply, it's paper. All right, you're out. Comes back in, same thing. It's his face, not his name. Again, not a good one. At the end of the night, we ended up taking a photo where there's 4 of them laid out, 4 different states, all him. All said he was like 22 or something, or maybe 22, 23, depending. No, this kid was 19 years old.
And this was all the same night?
It was same night. Rock Bar, Fort Lauderdale. They want to go. Okay,
yeah.
It's a party. Yeah, you want to be there.
Kids can't drink, but he's got a whole printing press back in his hotel room.
100%. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Those kids will do anything to drink. We tell people all the time that's the biggest threat is tell them if you're a problem or you give us a hard time about stuff like that, then you just can't come here anymore. Then they straighten up because all their friends go there.
Exactly.
And then they realize they're not that good of friends because their friends keep going to the place they're not allowed.
No, he was 100% banned from every single bar on the beach off the rip.
Yeah.
Off the rip. Like, that's it. You just I mean,
Credit for taking 4
think
swings on 3 strikes, but I
Yeah,
guess
it was- you tried.
Yeah.
You tried.
but come back in 2 years or get a better printing press. No, it's or you also see like it's I watch younger kids sometimes. They'll try to figure out when the bouncers come in. I think if they sneak in, Magpie's 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Try to like sneak in front. There's no one there. Like as long as you're not shorter than the actual bar, I'm gonna see you come in. And then like they'll sit in the back for a while, and I have the cameras on my phone, so I'll just sit there and watch them on the camera, trying to like come up with a plan. Like,
funny.
all right, how long do we have to wait back here before we forgot about us? And then 2 of us will go up and order 4 drinks, and then like, listen, I've seen it all.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So say someone comes up to the bar and they order more than 1 drink. So say it's like 3 drinks. Do you ask for everyone's ID or do you just give it to them?
Well, if it's that old bitch Karen, she could have bottle service if she wants. But if they're 21, 22, I'm like, I just need to see your ID and whoever else is drinking.
Okay, that's what I do because I'm like, I'm sketched out. I don't need to get in trouble for you.
And you guys, like, I know, especially like Hooligan is a big place. Like, someone could be hiding in the shadows somewhere. Magpie, there's nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
Another thing I'll do is they're like, oh no, they're both from me. I'm like, all right, I'll charge you for 2. I'll keep this one on ice. Let me know when you want to come up for the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I do. I'm like, I'll happily charge you for more drinks than you and your 16-year-old girlfriend can drink at once. But then like I'll also, if they don't come up for a while, I'll like I have to pass that area to go to the bathroom. So like I'll go to the bathroom like, oh hey guys, I didn't see you here. Yeah, I've been watching you on camera for 20 minutes. But I'm like, hey, just we're getting to the nighttime hour, so I got to see everyone's IDs just to be here. We're getting to that part. It's not we're strictly a bar now. And then they'll either leave or they'll present IDs, and sometimes if they're not real, then they have to leave. Go get ice cream down the street.
Yeah.
But then it's funny to see that the same tactics that have been used for 15, 20 years are still going.
Oh yeah.
Because we all went through that phase. So it's nothing against the younger kids. We've all been there. We all know you want to go out and get hammered. It's just I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. But hope it works out for you.
I feel like the IDs they've gotten better, which is crazy. And I'm like, so they're like scanning now and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm being like, all right, is this your real birthday? And then now you got to start asking your year and your age. And if it doesn't match up, because that's happened too, where I'm like, okay, ID scanned, great. What's your age and when was your birthday? And then they can't do the math, right?
Yeah.
So I've had somebody like, oh, I'm 21. But really their ID says they're 23. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? That's great. I'm so glad. Like, I'm sorry I can't take this. It's an out-of-state ID. I don't feel comfortable and go somewhere else.
Right.
Do you do that?
I've done that.
I always get nervous when someone gives me out of state because I don't know if it's real. Like, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, we have the scanners that sometimes it's, they pass the scanners.
Yeah.
And, and also it's tough when you got college kids that some people are from out of state.
We have a lot of college kids here.
Yeah. So we have multiple colleges in the area. And, if 4 best friends come in from the 4 corners of the United States, I'm like, you didn't come from New Mexico to go to Nazareth. I'm sorry. This didn't happen. But you got to be diligent about it, and it's the best you could do. And also, I always tell people all the time, it's like, listen, I'm not doing myself any favors not being able to sell you a drink. Yeah. I want to. Yeah. I need to. I have to put money in the register. I have to put money in my pocket. I'm not doing this to be an asshole. It's just not worth the repercussions.
That's it.
It's the same thing as like taking an Uber home instead of getting your car towed.
Yeah.
It sucks at the moment. It's gonna cost money, but it's better. It's a better smart decision. And it's tough because a lot of kids these days don't want to be told no, which I probably didn't want to be told no.
Oh, I'm sure I didn't want to either.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's definitely me.
I got to remind myself all the time.
Information, no problem.
Pour all these kids shots. I'm like, how are you guys still standing? I'm like, oh, I used to do the same fucking thing.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Let me get 4 shots of tequila. I go, okay, well, do you want well, okay, you want straight.
Okay, yeah, you start.
What's wrong with you?
People order drinks all the time. Like, ugh. It's either like so disgusting or like just diabetes in a cup. And
what I'm drinking.
Oh, it's like the syrupy stuff. I'm just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. But I also just don't drink much anymore because I'm old. But it is interesting watching people drink when you're not drinking.
Yeah.
It's like watching a sitcom that gets worse, but you can't stop watching it. You know what I mean?
But like, are you the director? Because you're serving them all these drinks. So all of a sudden they all came in sober. It's a good time. Then all of a sudden like, you see the downfall and you're like, damn.
Yeah. Get this asshole out of here. He's too drunk. Turn around. I'm like, that was my fault. Well, people do turn on a dime too.
They do.
Oh, they do.
You have no idea what they're what they're doing on the side or like what their tolerance is. And
Yeah,
you know what's gonna happen.
it's either like you also don't know if someone's on medication and they took a medication, or if
Mhm.
someone is finding street medications and those are wearing off. There could be a lot of different factors where people come in fine and then they're out like a light 2
Yeah.
seconds later.
Yeah.
You just gotta try to keep an eye on everyone and have fun with it.
That's it too. We're babysitters. We're
Yeah.
We are.
We
We're
are.
adult
We are.
babysitters.
Oh, that's why, like,
It's
even
exhausting.
at some of our places, like I pretty much essentially baby for like our clientele is great, and even like the young kids, most of them are great, but it's like just destructive young drunk kids. Sometimes I got to put stuff out of reach, and it's like God, it was like the same thing when my son was born. I had to fucking all right, let's put. It's like, hey, can I plug in my phone? Like, no, I actually have outlet protectors in that and that outlet. I can't plug in your phone. But yeah, I mean, and the kids are on their phones so much, and
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
charge my vape, charge my phone.
The vapes and the phone.
It's always, always.
Do you have a charger? Do you have a C4? I don't even know these.
No,
chargers.
bring your own charger. I'm
Yeah.
not
Do I
here to
have this?
charge your
And I was
phone
like, what
for
am I
you.
charging? And do you need an Uber? Are you like, I don't care. I will charge your phone if you need to get home.
All right.
Your vape, I don't care about your vape. Sorry. Not the end
No,
of
we
it.
And
have-
they'll ask you like in the middle of when you're super busy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah.
no, let me go drop everything that I'm doing
Yeah.
and let me go charge your vape
No,
for
Real
you.
quick,
Yeah.
all I wanted you to charge my phone. Oh, you mean something that takes a lot of time and makes me no money? Sure, no
Yeah.
problem. It's exactly what I'm fucking here for. That'd be perfect.
Now,
But
if you
that-
want to tip me.
Another
wow.
problem we have is that, like, if it's plugged into something else we're using at the bar, and
Mhm.
then they unplug it and just leave everything dying. It's just like, okay,
Like
I'll
the
just- I'll
new
just go
toast,
fuck
like the
myself
little
then.
toast readers, like we need those plugged in at all
Yes.
times. We need those charged. We're busy. We're running around, and they're like, "Oh, they don't need this." Boom. Or
That's
they
one-
unplug like a computer, or they unplug some lights or something. I'm like,
no, they don't care if they
on?
want it. If they want it, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or like they'll be charging something, and like if it's behind the bar or in the kitchen, they'll just walk there to check their phone. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
"Well, my phone's back there." I don't
I
care.
actually, we were, I forgot, it was a Saturday maybe, and I was working with Alex, and there was this kid who kind of knew a friend of ours. He was like, and then our friend left, and he ordered from Alex, who was working with me, and he's like, he goes to Alex, he goes, hey, can I have this? He goes, Franco said you take care of me. She goes, yeah, $15. Like, yeah, take care of you, as in make you drinks and charge you for them, because I have no idea who you are. But he was kind of like, like the end of Magpie by the kitchen,
Mhm.
and he was kind of standing like he was there to hang out. I'm like, we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
That's where friends hang out when it's too
Mhm.
busy in the bar,
Mhm.
or the bouncer kind of hangs out there to keep an eye on things. And it just didn't sit well. And then eventually he was sitting there, and he literally, and Q was behind him, I think. No, it was Josh was behind him. And this kid just walked behind the bar, and Alex was in the bathroom, walked behind the bar. He's a big dude too, and went to go grab his own plastic cup.
Oh,
And I
What?
fucking, I right in his chest, I go, do not come behind my fucking bar. He was like, oh. And then he just went back, and Josh was coming from behind him, and Josh was like, dude, you can't do that. And he was like flabbergasted, like not offended, but I think he got pissed because like he thought that he was a part of something he wasn't.
Mhm.
And on top of that, like then on top, he didn't leave. He hung out till 2.
Stayed in that
Yeah.
that corner.
I was like, if anything, be first and apologetic. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. But he was just like, and I was on the verge of going over to him and being like, dude, sorry.
like he
but-
stayed in the same spot.
Yeah, like he backed
Oh,
up a
that's
little bit.
crazy.
He wasn't as intrusive as before. But at the same time, I still want, like, I was this close to going over there and being a little apologetic. Like, dude, sorry I came off on you like that. I go, you don't come behind a bar.
no.
But at the same time, I was like, no, fuck
No,
that kid.
no.
He started off with, Alex told me what he said the first time. I'm like, no, there's no saving this one. Get out of here.
Exactly. People
I hope you
need-
feel unwelcome and lose this address in your phone, because I don't ever want to see you again.
I was like, they need to be put in their place,
Yeah.
because there are some clients that just think that they're entitled
Mhm.
to be behind the bar, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, you're not.
No.
Oh, I was just throwing this away. I was just doing this. I'm just making my way. This is my safe space.
Yeah.
This is my zone. This is where I feel comfortable, and you're not going to enter my space.
No. And it's
Especially if I don't.
a li-
Especially if I don't know who.
it's a
you are.
liability. We have money and inventory back
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
And I don't, you don't just go sit, walk into your accountant's office and sit on his lap and be like, hey, yeah, my fucking cubicle now.
Yeah.
And you just don't do that. And it's no different at a bar. And, people are like, oh, I spend a lot of money here. I'd rather have a good customer that spends less money and I don't have to worry about them than someone who throws money at me to be a dick, and that's really kind of what it comes down to. Because people do think because it's a bar, you could just do whatever you want.
Yeah. I
That's-
appreciate, and especially because if they spend that much, I spend this much every week.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And you'll
Thank
get
you so
you'll get a
much. I
shot tossed
appreciate
your way
that.
every once in a
Yeah,
while.
absolutely. I mean, I'll take care of you if you're taking care of us. I appreciate that, but like that doesn't mean that you are now the new bar owner.
Right. Yeah.
Take that up. Oh, I know so. Okay, that's my manager, and he's great too. But that doesn't give you any access to where, again, like you said, where our inventory is, where our money is. There's
Right.
no reason for you to be behind the bar.
And the owners and the managers and the other staff say that they know you. You don't say that you know
Exactly.
them.
Exactly.
Because if you know them that well, I talk to them all the time, and they haven't been like, you got to meet this guy. He's the
Right.
fucking
They're also
best.
not going to let you behind the
Most
bar.
of the time, we're talking shit about people. So-
Yeah.
unless there's some crazy glaring example of people that are, that help out. And also, we do have good regulars that sometimes when they do help, like whether it's closing or getting people out, I'm like, sometimes less is more.
Yes.
You got a customer that's a friend or a regular or both, and they're drinking and they're trying to help you close down the bar at night, and they're just causing issues without realizing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you tell them nicely? And then like, I was just trying to help. I'm like, yeah, but you're not.
Like, I just took my drink.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, were you done with it? No, I was drinking. I'm like, oh, they're just trying to close.
He's trying to-
He's just trying to help us close.
Yeah.
I'll make you another one. But now you have a full drink in front of you, and we just lost inventory on the bar because I just had to make you a drink.
And it's not that I don't want to talk to you, which I don't, but I just don't want to talk to anybody right now. Like, I can't wait to pause the music and have everyone just be like, what the fuck, man?
We need our silent one.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, like living down I used to live on Park Ave for 16 years. So living down the street, I'd go home and still decompress for 45 minutes in the quiet. Now my drive home is 15 minutes, and that does enough for me. So, but you still need that. You need to hear silence for a little while after everyone's been yelling at you, and the same playlists and everything else that comes with it, and the same people yelling the same drinks in your face. But you got to have thick skin. And like you were saying, some people are cut out for it. Some people aren't. Some people say, I want to bartend. Would you hire me? I'm like, no, I barely want to serve you. I'm not going to hire you. But, and it is more than, people think it is. And it's a lot of stress on your body, your mind, your nerves. What did you say before the show? You're peopled out.
I'm peopled out.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I've talked as much as I want to talk. I've given enough of my energy out that at the end of the night, I'm like, listen, I want it to be dark, silent. Let me go home, have maybe a beer to just go to sleep, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, let me just be in the comfort of my own home and quiet, just silence.
And it takes a certain amount of person to do that. And it's, because a lot of jobs are digital or over the phone, and there's not very many jobs, I feel like, that are out there as far as that are so, widely occupied across the world that it's still people just yelling in your face, unless you work on like Wall Street every day.
People-y.
Yeah. People-y, yeah. Internet's taking people away we're on the front lines of the people industry.
We are.
We're taking all the hits.
Yes. And we were almost necessary. Was it workers during COVID? It was what workers were they? Anyways, the nurses, doctors, bartenders.
Yeah.
That's
Was it bartenders?
No.
Oh.
We made a good case for ourselves, though. We opened up as soon as we could.
Yeah.
People did. It's crazy. A lot of people were like, when they came back, they were like, man, we missed you. I'm like, oh, I didn't. I missed your money.
Yeah.
I didn't miss you all that much, but I did miss your money. But it is what we talk about all the time. It's with all the digital stuff, the phones, the internet, all that other thing. It is great to see people that still want to come out and be social and have human interaction. And just, when we get it, when it's the end of the night, then that's enough for me. So, please respect that when we're trying to get the fuck out of the bar.
Yes.
All right. Well, do you guys see yourself hanging in here for the long haul? I know you've retired multiple times, switched days, nights, you got roped back in. You see this still being a long-term thing, or no plans or whatever?
I'm still doing it. I mean, I have like my doctor's degree, and I know what, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to stay doing this. I love this. I love the people. And unfortunately, I make more money doing this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I got cash in hand, and I'm gonna stay doing it, and I don't care.
It is funny that all we do is bitch about people all the time. At the end, it's like, listen, the people make it what it is. They're the best.
I might hate you all, but I said to him, I love you.
Yes.
I love you.
We always say the best and worst part of the industry is the people.
Yes.
So,
100%.
What about you, Hayley?
Yeah, I agree. I'm in here. I don't have any plans, so
We're in it.
I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing.
It's fun. There's no shelf life on it. You can always evolve to different markets, different bars, different people. We've had people that work for us that open up their own places. It's the networking aspect, the fun, the money. It's all there. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me today.
Thank
you for being here.
Thank you.
And guys, please remember to like and subscribe to all of our channels anywhere you find your podcast needs. And we will be here next time for Behind the Pine. Cheers.